What's going on, guys? SUDDOTH here.
SUDDOTH 1, and we are going to be using some aluminum foil and some coke that we saw in a video from a previous YouTube channel.
Protecting ourselves with these lovely blue gloves that were at the dollar store.
Now we have a brand new, well not brand new, but we just got a new Mines front pipe for the R34 GTR.
We'll be showing you that here in just a moment.
We've already started some of the process by just using some soap and some little light sandpaper and just a nice steel wool, kind of just scrubbing it up.
We're at the new place here. As you can see, the nice view of the yard. This is the side of the house.
Just a little teaser. We're going to show the full place here soon.
And then the front of the house, definitely a lot of land. So really nice. But we'll be getting you guys, you know, what we're doing is cleaning up the pipes. We're going to be you know, getting some coke, getting some degreaser from dish detergent, and then see if that helps out. We'll be scrubbing it with some wet sandpaper and some aluminum foil, as you can see. You know, yeah. All right, guys. As you can see, we have the test pipe. This is a Tomei test pipe, titanium. Then we have the stainless steel Mines Motorsport Division. Front pipe, yep, it's equal length. So we're going to be detailing that. My brother, like he said earlier, we've already cleaned it up a little bit. What'd you clean it up with, Mike?
Just some Dawn dish soap, some steel wheel wool, and just scrubbing it with some light 800 sandpaper just to kind of get some of the nasty stuff off. And it came out pretty good so far, but we're going to go a little further. And
We got the Coca-Cola
try and see how this aluminum
dish detergent soap.
Now after this, we're gonna hit it up with some more sandpaper and then hit it with some compound to polish it. But hopefully it comes out halfway decent. I know it's gonna be under the car. So,
all right, let's get to it.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, that's coming right up. Look at that. This stuff works, boys. If you got some aluminum foil and some coke in your house, wow.
Hit that up here.
I will in a second. It just rinses off with some more coke. But wow, that thing, look at that, brightened up. I'll show you guys here in a second. I'll wipe it off. This is aluminum foil and Coca-Cola. Does wonders, baby. Just wipe it with my hand.
Wow. All right,
seconds.
so we'll show you guys in after the before and afters. So we'll get back to you in a little bit. What's going on, guys? So this is what we've gotten most of it up with just the aluminum foil. As you can see, a couple of these spots were not really coming up. Flip it over, Mike.
This is pretty good for most part.
And you can see we still have some like spots that definitely
Orange, yeah. We didn't hit everything up perfectly, but
yeah, we got most of the spots.
we're not trying to get it to look brand new. We're just trying to get it to look a lot better, which we already accomplished that.
And the test pipe definitely looks really good. A little dirty because we wiped it down, but yeah, this looks good. So
We're gonna hit it with some sandpaper.
some 800 sandpaper. We don't have any 400 wet sandpaper.
So now we're just gonna go over the whole thing, get it kind of good, and if it looks decent, we'll just leave it like that and polish it up real quick. So.
All right. What's going on, guys? We're back in the garage, and we have the R34 and the R33. So right now, we just jacked the car up, put these little plastic tire ramps. We can't drive them up because obviously the car's really low. So we jack up the one side, and then we put the jack stand underneath the front, put it up on the motor mount, or the course support, or the front frame, yeah. And then we'll go ahead and get this emblem swapped out for the new one, because as you can see, it's a little bit, you know, seen some better days up in the red. So we'll go ahead and get that swapped out, put this one on the other R33, and then get the oil changed, swap out the tubular front pipe, and then get the test pipe put in there. So this thing should sound pretty nasty. All right, we'll see you guys back in a little bit. What's going on, guys? So, got some unfortunate news. Haven't really noticed this before, but we had a small little drip because we forgot to put the washer back on the oil drain. So we take the oil drain piece off, which is right up under here, and we forgot to put the little washer there. But we noticed there's a lot of oil coming from underneath the trans. So we're gonna have to look and figure out what's going on there, but not a lot, but definitely some dripping going on. I'm gonna tighten this bolt up here. As you can see, it kind of comes back quite a bit, so we're gonna have to figure out what's going on there. Yeah, man, not looking good, but could be worse. So hopefully we don't have any issues with the trans. Haven't really noticed any issues driving, so maybe it's just a leak. Maybe it could be the seal. But let us know what you guys think. Alright guys, talk to you guys later. Peace. Alright guys, just a little quick update. When we swapped the valve covers, you're supposed to use some seal, put these down very tight. Well, these were brand new gaskets. I don't know if you can see, but down here, right where my finger is, tip of the finger, there's some oil. Maybe that is dripping from the head somewhere, because you can see up underneath how it goes up all the way up. So I'm thinking it's coming from the motor, not the actual trans, and that might be the culprit. So as you can see there, right up in there. So we're gonna go ahead and, once we take this downpipe off, take a little better look at it, see what we can find out. So we'll be back later.
What's going on, guys? SUDDOTH here, and we are back showing you guys the progress on the front pipe, mine's front pipe. We went ahead and sanded this thing down. We could have gotten a lot better, but you should have seen the condition that it was on prior. But we hit it with some 600, some 800, some 1,000, and some 2,000 just at the end. So it definitely has come out somewhat pretty good. We did try a little bit of the Coke and aluminum foil, which helped a little bit. But hopefully, once we hit this with some white diamond, this maybe will bring out the shine a little bit. And we got our nice little buffer pad. So we'll show you guys what it looks like after.
Little buffer ball, yeah. Alright guys, as you can see, we are done. And this thing has a really nice shine. The, was it white diamond polish? Does pretty good, especially with the sun. It's not perfect, you know, it's not 100% clean. Still got some imperfections here from the scratches, I guess from the previous owner. But overall, it looks hell of a lot better than before. So we will get this on the car, and we'll have to figure out some issues there with that leak from the oil. So we'll get back to you in a little bit. Guys, so we got the cat off. That was a bitch. We also got the downpipe off, and we noticed, remember yesterday when we were saying the oil? Well, we started following the oil, and after we got the downpipe off, we noticed it's coming from the back of the engine. So if you guys can see up in there, it's actually coming from the top of the block. So I think the problem is whenever we swap the valve covers, might not have been tightened all the way down because of the heat. So it could be leaking on the back of the block. So all this oil is actually coming up from the top there
all the way up here. So if you guys can see what I'm talking about, it's all oil coming from the back of the head all the way down the block, all the way here. So as you can see, we're gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up a little bit with some purple power. Alright guys, final product here. We got the Mines equal length front pipe. So as you can see there, and then we have the Tomei test pipe, and we are good to go. Take a look at the old cat. Yeah. Take a look at the old cat here. There's the cover. Yep. It's on the bottom side of that, but yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoy. We are gonna be lowering the car here. Got really dusty, this garage. It definitely needs to get cleaned up, as you can see. Oh, that's dust. It's crazy. All right, guys. Peace. What's going on, guys? So this is a little follow-up video. Right now we got the cover off on the RB26, and as you can see in here, looks pretty clean, but then once you start getting back a little bit, you see a little bit of oil. And then also back here, you see a bunch of oil cooked up right back here. So that's where the drips, I believe, started. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it did get down a little bit in there. So it is got a bunch of oil. We're gonna definitely go ahead and try to see if we can clean that up. Yeah, man, very unfortunate.
Just didn't tighten it enough. These bolts expand.
These little gaskets is what I was talking about earlier.
And
so
if I were to try and screw this, I guarantee you it's got. Yeah.
yeah.
So
see, these were really tight when we put them in. Go ahead and try this one, bro. That's how much of a turn.
That should be down way more. So that's how it was before we did it.
When we put them on originally, but I guess with all the heat soaking and everything
this one looks
in
like
there.
it's up a lot too.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to go through, retighten all these.
And the outsides are probably loose
Outsides
as well.
are loose probably as well, which you can see the bolt back there.
So,
But yeah.
if you're doing your gaskets and your covers, check them after a little bit after you just installed them, because the heat is probably going to cause them to come up.
So we're probably gonna take these out, put some R35 coil packs in. Probably not right now at the second, but we want to hear that exhaust. So the other one thing that we noticed up underneath, we saw some white coming out of one of these little holes, which, yeah, like you can see where my finger is. One of these down there underneath, there's a little bit of white. Doing a little bit of looking around, look down in here, and I don't know if you guys can see, you probably can't, but let me see, right there, straight ahead. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in for you guys. Down in there, there's some coolant right there. So, not sure where that's coming from. My guess is somewhere up in here, right where my finger is. That's the only place, because this is your coolant line. You have another coolant line underneath on the bottom, and then you have, this is a coolant line right here, comes across the turbos.
There's some coolant for the heater core.
And there's some coolant for the heater core, yeah, underneath the intakes. But underneath here, there's some coolant lines as well. So, yeah, not really sure where that could be coming from. Hopefully it's nothing major. Hopefully it's not a head gasket or something, but we are going to be replacing this with the Nismo plenum. That's going to be pretty soon. We're going to do that during this winter, so another video, stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, glad we got this baby home where we can fix her all up, get her running the way she should be.
She was running fine like a week ago.
Yeah, we never even knew anything about this. She was running perfect. We had no idea.
We just decided to buy a new front pipe, and
Yeah.
then
So
we started seeing some little stuff that you just don't see when you're underneath the car.
But yeah, man, you can see where the oil has been coming. It's been dripping down onto this pipe as well. It dripped all the way down. This bolt right here is pretty bad with oil, cooked with tons of oil right here. So we're definitely going to be doing a little bit of homework, making sure this thing's done right. We'll be giving you guys an update here soon. Stay tuned. Peace out, guys. And I think we found the problem.
Hey, it's okay.
As you can see over here and back here, there's all the oil. So it might be coming from the intake side, actually. We're gonna go ahead and tighten these bolts here, taking this cover off, getting to these back bolts right here, seeing how bad that is, but definitely a lot of oil on that back side. Ooh, look at that right there. I think that's the culprit. So we'll go ahead and give you an update here soon.